Please let me introduce our guest speakers tonight. Claudia Karvan obviously needs no introduction. She's one of Australia's most loved actors. Elizabeth Broderick was appointed Sex Discrimination Commissioner in 2007. And our final speaker tonight is Jodie Fox, who did what so many of us dream of doing. She took one amazing idea and turned it into an enormously successful business.
The best decisions, I think, and you'd see it in your work, Claudia, come when our head and heart is engaged and when we know what our body's saying about a particular issue as well as our head.
Usually you're not blindsided by a problem, usually you can see it dipping away there on the horizon, so you've got enough time to kind of gather your thoughts. When they come to a head though, I'll usually have a sleepless night, which is fine. I'm happy to lie there and it's 12:30, it's fine. I stay very calm and just start building an argument. Good time for thinking. You know, if you don't panic, it's actually quiet and, you know, you get some of your best thinking done then.
We wrote a culture and values document and we put things in there that we truly believed in, but things that you could really make decisions by. We have a policy for hiring and that is no brilliant jerks. So you can be the most brilliant person who exists in technology in Australia, but if you're a jerk, then Shoes of Prey is not the place for you.
What do you think is the biggest financial challenge facing women today?
Look at superannuation early on. We're in 2014 and the pay gap's the largest it's ever been since we started recording it. So, you know, that's a national shame. We have 57% of the retirement savings of men. I think the best thing is to understand that and during your lifetime to make sure that you are putting away enough in super so that when you get a salary increase, maybe consider putting half of that salary increase into a superannuation account. The great thing about women's economic power is when you look at the impact on families, if dad loses his job, it's not absolutely disastrous because actually mum can step up and there'll still be something to eat for the family. So there's so much that's great about economic power and I think we need to start talking about it more.
I actually don't feel uncomfortable talking about money. I can confidently say with my hand on my heart, I've never made a decision about my career that has been because of money. It's absolutely a conversation to be had. It's business. I don't associate that with emotion.
I found myself sitting up there around this big table helping to negotiate recommendations for the Military Committee of NATO. And I'm just kind of pinching myself going, oh my God, how did I get here? And as I'm sitting there doing my negotiations, I hear the mobile go, I pick it up, it's Tom. Mum, what's for dinner, he says. So basically turn right and ask your dad, don't text me at NATO to ask me that.
May be a bit of a contentious question, but I'm keen to ask you all what you think women can learn from men in the workforce.
One thing you can learn from men is they carry the tool of entitlement. I'm entitled to be heard, I'm entitled to sit at this board table, I'm entitled to be the CEO, I'm entitled to make a lot of money and negotiate hard in my bonus. I mean, I think we need to step up and actually borrow that tool of entitlement. Because, you know, if gender equality is our birthright, why wouldn't we? If we want to create change, we need decent, powerful men stepping up and taking the message of gender equality are the men. That's what's really going to create change in Australia. The thinking behind my Male Champions of Change strategy, of which the CEO of ANZ is a very active and terrific male champion of change. And when I look at these men, they have power over millions of employees in this country, hundreds of thousands of women. Why wouldn't I call on them to use their power and influence to create change for women in this country?
What would you like to be remembered for?
I'd like to be remembered for being incredibly brave.
Deep relationships with the family.
Putting the power of choice into women's hands.
Nice. Top that. That's probably all we have time for today. Thank you all so very much for all that you've said.